I thought I would give you all a tour of my combine pad. So today, actually, we're going to be finishing up harvesting corn. And so you can see the cornfield in front of me. If I kind of tilt down, you'll see the front of a combine, bringing in those ears and showing them off of the cob. Now, first I want to start off with talking about the kind of corn that we grow. So I love sweet corn. In the summer, I absolutely love sweet corn. But this corn that we're harvesting is not sweet corn. This corn is used primarily for two different purposes. Well, there's some others too, but mostly it's used to feed livestock. So we have pigs on our farm, and so we use the corn that we grow to feed our pigs. And we use corn along with some soybean meal and like vitamins and nutrients, and that's what pigs eat. The other part that we use corn for is we actually sell it to an ethanol plant. And there's one located in Wellston, Minnesota, which is actually the same town I come from. And so what they do is they can make ethanol, and ethanol is blended into petroleum gas. So we put it in our cars. So when I'm driving my car, I know that part of that gas is coming from a cornfield. I think that's really cool because, you know what, we can grow it. It's a renewable resource. It's good for the environment because we're growing a plant. So I think this is a wonderful idea. Okay, with that, let's just take a look at what I have inside the combine and what I look at. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the corner here, and this display here probably looks a little like maybe your iPad. Anybody uses iPads? So it gives me some really good information. It tells me, how wet is the corn, how is it yielding, like how much corn am I getting. This kind of tells me different things about the corn that I'm harvesting. I have another display right here. A little bit hard to see, I think, but it kind of gives me information too, like things like how much fuel do I have in my tank because I don't want to run out of fuel. Right? It tells me how fast I'm going because I don't want to go too fast and I don't want to go too slow. So it lets me, helps me make sure I'm going the right speed. So other than that, down here is the controls. This allows me to, make sure that the combine goes forward or backwards. It turns it on. Gives me all sorts of different controls here. I can turn on the lights. Lots of different things with that. So on the other side, what do you think that is? I have my lunch box. So I actually eat while I'm combining corn. How am I able to do that? How can I eat lunch and drive a combine at the same time? I want you to take a look at my steering wheel. Do you notice that I have no hands on my steering wheel? That's right, because we use GPS that actually will control the steering. Okay, with that, I just thought I'd give you a quick overview of what's in my combine cabinet. With that, have a great day.
It's made out of corn, soybeans, minerals, and vitamins. There's little chunks of like a pellet in here, and that is basically in this diet carrying their vitamins and minerals. Now their next diet they will go on, that will not be in there, but we will be putting in the ingredients itself. It won't be put in as an pellet. So,
Tell me where the feed comes from.
Comes from a local feed company here. We buy most all of our stuff local. It's manufactured specially for this age pig. As the pig gets older, their diets change almost weekly. There's probably a time in there where it might go a week and a half to 2 weeks, but it changes with the growth of the pigs. So, but all the stuff is purchased locally. The largest ingredient in here will be corn and soybean meal, and the corn is raised here on our farm. The bean meal comes from basically 4 miles away. I can look out the hog barn door here and actually see the processing plant from the farm. And that is delivered to the farm by our own semi-truck and ground on our farm also. A lot of other farms do it other ways. I'm not saying this is any better, any worse. It's just that we have done this. We're self-sufficient more this way. We don't have to count on a feed truck. We can, plan our scheduling a lot better that way, and it makes better use of our labor. So, as for the pigs look good this week. Haven't had very many problems with them. There's been no diarrhea. Respiratory has been very well. We're always nervous because this is a young age pig. It don't take much to set them off. So we're very cautious. But as of today, the pigs are healthy, doing well. We hope it stays that way. As for they do make a lot of noise. If you just move your arms sometimes, they pick up that really quick. But I don't like to see them scatter a lot because they could injure a leg or something like that. So we try to move slowly through the pigs and don't make sudden movements. As for the virus that's spreading through the communities, I'm going to show you how we call it a nipple water. Right now, this morning, earlier here, you've probably seen, I manually filled these some. That's just to encourage the pig to come up to the watering cup, and they'll push this with their nose within just a few days here, and they'll be getting their own water. But I do this just to encourage them to come up so they know there's water here, and they start nudging around, and the next thing they realize, all I have to do is push that and I get my water. So we're just teaching them. It's just a school for pigs. So.
Last month, I said that the county I live in, which is Martin County, way in the southern part of the state, that we sell to about 2 million pigs a year. And I said this month we would talk about how big of a number, how many are 2 million pigs? What does that look like? So I want you to imagine that if you ate one hamburger every single day for 2 million days, how old would you be? Do you think you would be 30? Do you think you would be 60? Do you think you'd be 90? You actually would be 5,479 years old. How many people do you know that are that old? I'm going to say that you know no one. That's just how big that number is. But I thought that was kind of a fun comparison just for you to think about what 2 million pigs look like. And with that, if you have any questions, please send them my way. I will answer them next month. And you have a great day.